we called audience out there in America. This is Brian James O'Neill II, and we're on the O'Neill Factor. Just go to www.ONEILLFACTOR.com, and you're online all time with O'Neill on the O'Neill Factor. Today our coverage is within the city of Olney, Illinois, concerning reckless individuals driving around in their vehicles throughout every day of the year, because the law enforcement OPD officers, Richland County Sheriff's Department Deputy Sheriff and Sheriff Andy Hires, along with State's Attorney David Hyde, Mayor Ray Vaughn, and the City Council, along with City Manager Larry Taylor and Richland County State's Attorney, and all elected officials are allowing people to drive recklessly. They have, refused to acknowledge that they are going to waste the taxpayers' money on pedestrian signs, as you'll see one right in the middle of the street. These individuals can see and understand before you come to a line where there's a crosswalk, there is a pedestrian sign right here, as you can see. You're supposed to stop. Pedestrians have the right of way. Doesn't give you the right to race up and down Main Street, or go through stop signs, which you do, or go down one-way streets in the wrong direction, opposite of traffic flow within the state of Illinois. It's time for Secretary of State Jesse White to send the Secretary of State Police down here, because evidently there's a lot of people getting a lot of license in this state that who wouldn't had if they understood how to drive properly within the state of Illinois. They would understand the signs, the signals, and everything that's requirement on the test within the state of Illinois. So they should have received a feel and not received a driver's license. But evidently, Illinois loves giving out driver's license to people who are not qualified to drive. Driving in the Illinois state in a motor vehicle is not a right, it's a privilege. Here comes the OPD right now, passing by. Alright, we're going to walk right now, right here. See right there? That vehicle refuses to stop. Pedestrian, right there. See right there? You got a pedestrian sign right there, and it just go right through. They have a disregard. Let's stand here for a bit. See what these people do. It says state law, yield sign to a pedestrian walking underneath within a crosswalk. As you can see, this is a crosswalk. I'm going to walk right out in it, and state law says what? You stop for a pedestrian. See them? Right there. They don't care. They'll run you down. Now, if the vehicle was going a little bit faster, as you can see, they would have hit you. Alright, I have to yield to traffic in order to show you the sign right here. See it right here? Alright, I'm going to go across now. So I'm going to walk down East Main Street in the westerly direction on the south side of East Main Street. This community refuses to enforce laws, not just O'Neill traffic laws. They enforce what laws they want on who they want. There's felonies being committed and other misdemeanor high crimes, which law enforcement officers and elected officials allow them to occur because They want to be reelected back into office. All right, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. You go ahead. And I gave that vehicle, they see me, told me to go ahead, and I told them just to go ahead themselves and let them turn. Alright, I want to walk further down East Main Street to the intersection of East Main Street and South Fair, which is the intersection of Fair and East Main Street within the city of Olney. Right here, coming up, is another spot which people violate and park within at a red light while a pedestrian has the right of way. As you see right here, had the right of way, white lights, give me some time to get across. I'm going across right here. The vehicle will be no parked within the crosswalk. Now, if I was to step off a curve and the vehicle come up to me fast, I would have been hit. Now, just think of that as a blind person, or a person with a disability who can, or a person with poor eyesight, or even just a normal person that could see. Was this to step off and cross within the pedestrian line, which have the right of way, but at that intersection down near Fair and East Main Street within the city only, you had a pedestrian light, which automatically gives a pedestrian a white light showing a pedestrian, giving them the knowledge to walk across in the crosswalk. And still, automobile drivers still pull up in front of the line, either one or two vehicles based on how many lines there are and roadways, directions on the road. And the person would have been hit, especially a person who could not see and fell right over the vehicle. Right down in this intersection right here by the bank at Walnut and East Main Street by the courthouse. The banker over here, First National Bank, sometime November, was hit within the crosswalk. Here goes another bank. I think he's walking over to the bank right now, across the crosswalk. Their parking lot is over there. The only First National Bank parking lot where the women's walking to right now. They park their vehicles, which they have a contract in the government with the city of Olney as well. Alright, as you can see right there, there is another sign, and as you can see right here, this is a pedestrian light. The person can turn there, walk across within, and here is another pedestrian light which is red, which I'm not crossing at this time. Now we'll walk back towards the east, towards the crosswalk right here without the light. At around the street of Whittle Avenue and East Main Street. I'm going to walk across within the crosswalk. Then isn't that crosswalk? It goes from Whittle Avenue across from the east to the west, and at all streets down, as you can see. Now I am going to walk within pedestrian crosswalk over to the First National Bank of Olney, where at this time our broadcast for today will end. See you, folks. Until next time on the O'Neill Factor, remember www.O'Neill, O-N-E-I-L-L, Factor, Factor.com, where you can find us online at all times. We get the job done, there's no spin, and we put the facts straight and forward. We want people of America nationwide to know that elected officials, law enforcement are corrupted, and people don't know how to vote, and they vote for people in order to get elected who will let them violate the law, especially within the city of Olney, as we can see all the crimes they're committing, and why the mayor and city council and the law enforcement officer, state's attorney refuse to enforce the law even when they see it within the city of Olney. It's going to Ray Vaughn, the mayor of Olney's office right now. All right, we're signing off right now.